Shane and welcome to Rockin The Planet, the show dedicated to bringing live New Zealand music to your television screens every single week of the year. This week we will get to meet with and listen to the Shirleybyrds, who travelled all the way from Tauranga in the Bay of Plenty to be with us. We'll see them performing live at the CT Club and we will be talking to them about their songwriting skills and original music. But first, from around the world, who has been rocking the planet this week? Well, it's no secret these days that the most successful live acts out there on stages around the world are past what was once considered retirement age. I could compile a list of rockers as long as my arm, but here's just a few. Number 1, the Animals frontman Eric Burdon, who at 72 years young has just released his latest Animals album titled very aptly, Till the River Runs Dry. And to back it up, he has just set out on a tour that will last for the rest of 2014. Number 2, Chuck Berry. He's a sprightly 86 years old now, and every month he plays a sellout concert in his hometown of Blueberry Hill in his native St. Louis. Number 3, Paul Simon, also 72, started his career with Art Garfunkel as a duo in 1964. Still prolifically churning out musical gems while continuing to tour the world. Long live rock and roll. Now let's get to our special guest this week, the Shirleybyrds, all the way from Tauranga. And I want to welcome you both. Here's Shirley. You can shake my hand. What's that little bandage on your hand there? Good to see you. And you too, Graham Hardacre, the musical director of the band. Now before we get chatting, let's really catch up and see what they really are made of. And this is a great song that they wrote themselves called You Spin Me. A reminder, if you love live music, you're all invited to join us at the CT Club at 27 Ohinerau Street in Remuera. We've been having a ball and you can be part of our studio audience while we film our live band of the week. Our next live band is Auckland-based band Roundhouse, who I guarantee will have you on your feet dancing all night long. Be there at 7 p.m. Friday the 18th of July at the CT Club. Now Shirley, you're writing wonderful songs. You've got a great career ahead of you, I can see that. And I've got a CD here called the Shirleybyrds. I mean, I'm a fan now. And after the gig the other evening, the songs were fantastic.
Yes.
Have you been writing songs for very long? Has it just started? Or?
I think I wrote my first song when I was 12.
When you were 12. Now, it's not a place to ask a lady's age. I'm not going to ask
please
you.
don't.
So I wouldn't. But you look very young.
Thank you. We'll just leave it at
so
that.
okay. God, he's a flatterer. Well, you don't look that old, so nowhere near as old as this, you know. So you've been writing songs for some time now, and it was always what you wanted to do since you've left school, sort of thing.
Yeah, it's just I used to. I just love writing. I used to write poems and stories when I was a little kid, and then I just started writing songs. In fact, it started with me and my cousin when listening to Michael Jackson, and we were just like, oh, we could write a better song than that.
Really?
Yeah, so we wrote
so you set the bar really high.
Yeah, we did. And it actually was better than the current one.
Yeah, fair enough.
Never did anything with it though.
Yeah, you and your cousin, and this was in Tauranga?
Yeah.
You are a Tauranga girl, Bay of Plenty girl?
Well, I live there at the moment, but I was brought up in Wanganui.
Okay, Wanganui, good town. Great town.
It is, great town. Got good friends there. And moved over to Palmerston North for about 10 years. And but I was born in England. So
you're English?
Lived in Cyprus for a while.
Yeah, and in Cyprus. So what, were your parents in the forces or something?
My dad was.
He was in the army?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was the reason you were in Cyprus in the 50s or something like that?
Would have been 60s.
I'm just trying to find out how old you are. Well, I remember Cyprus as a child. The British Army was in Cyprus after the war and so on. So you travelled around in the army. Did you emigrate here with your parents?
Yeah. I was 9 when we came out.
Okay, and they settled down in Wanganui? Or?
Yeah, we went straight to Wanganui and moved over to Palmerston North when I was 19.
Yeah. Is that when you left home, basically, when you were 19?
Yeah.
And then you found your way to Tauranga?
Yeah, via Auckland for a year.
Yeah. And but you're really settled down now. I mean, you do a lot of gigs around that area. You're becoming very well known in that area.
Yeah.
You know, working wise, and I'm not saying anything about your reputation.
Neither am I.
But you're doing great. And I've noticed you're doing gigs in little places like Pyro. I think you did a gig there recently.
That's right.
And and you've got a band with you, or you work as a duo sometimes?
Mostly we work as a duo, but we do have a band that we can put together. For example, for how we did for the show, which obviously is at the moment Pat Hawkins and John Hawley. They do a great job.
And you're not stopping recording, obviously. This is just the beginning, I hope. The Shirleybyrds.
No, we want to do another album shortly, actually.
Now, before I go, I want to know, how did you get the Shirleybyrds name?
Graham.
Now, I know your name is Shirley, obviously. Shirley Ryder and Graham Hardacre, but how did you get the BYRDS, the Birds part?
Just because it's a 60s type of thing, you know.
Okay, and you're a big fan of the Birds?
Yeah.
So it's the Shirleybyrds.
Everything from those days, really.
And so you got your 12-string out?
Could have been the Shirley Stones, you know.
It could have been the Shirley Stones.
Okay,
so
Beatles.
Shirley Beatles, I see. So that's the reason you picked the name, and that's just how it's fallen into place. It's a good name. Everyone knows it, Shirleybyrds. A lot of people spell it BIRDS, but I was fascinated because you did spell it the same as the original Birds group, you know, from the 60s. Okay, you're a bit of a 60s man yourself, Graham. I'll talk to you in just a sec, though, about that. It's difficult trying to find your age, so I'm not going to go there anymore, but were you around in the 60s working? Did you learn guitar then?
I wasn't working in the 60s, no.
No, you weren't working? Not singing, I know that. But
no, I was around in the 60s.
Yeah. Did you have a musical family?
Yeah, I suppose they are. Actually, my uncle, who lives over in England, he had a song that made it onto the charts, over onto the sort of...
In the UK
the pop
charts, yeah. Top of the Pops and all that?
Yeah, it was about 100 years ago.
Yeah. Shh, please. I was around in the 60s, it was not 100 years ago. Okay, so you have got some musical background in the family there.
Yeah.
But Mum and Dad, no, they were purely forces people. And was it when you retired that you all came out here?
No, we went to Cyprus. I came out when I was 9. Dad wasn't in the forces when we came out here. He actually joined up with the police, and he was a radio technician for them.
Okay, radio technician for the police.
Yeah.
And in those days, it was like come in, all that stuff. Yeah, all that secret service stuff and all that. Yeah.
Yeah, I used to tell people that he was a spy.
He was just one of the men from Dr. No. Yeah.
I should tell you, I'm in love with you. But if I do, what would you do with my heart? What would you do with my heart? If I could wish I would wish I could spend my time with you. The moment I saw you, you know I adored you. I wanted to hold you.
Calling all budding musicians as well as professional musicians, if you desire to aspire to greatness in the music world, you need go no further than Music Planet. Their friendly, helpful staff really know their stuff. All being talented musicians themselves, they will help you get started no matter what your budget. New Elixir strings, new drum skins, a keyboard, guitars, hundreds of musical instruments to choose from.
I would wish I could spend my time with you.
Be spoilt for choice. 9 friendly stores throughout New Zealand. Music Planet.
I wanted to hold you. I wanted to hold you. Hey, hey, baby, I should tell you. I'm in love with you.
And now back to my special guests, Shirley Ryder and Graham Hardacre of the Shirleybyrds. Okay, now inspiration. I mean, where do you get your inspiration from to write your lovely, lovely song?
I just basically I connect with something inside of me, experiences. I don't write my songs for other people. I don't write them, certainly don't write them for musos. I just write them for myself because I think if I don't like it, then
Yeah. So you take it from personal experiences.
yeah. And usually, if I'm writing a song, it could be 10 experiences in one song. Yeah.
Cram them all in there. You must have a lot of stuff to unload.
Yeah. Artist-wise, I mean, you know, there's so many artists that I really love. I love the
Well,
Bee
who-
Gees were huge. I
was gonna
actually
say.
love the Bee Gees.
Your favourite artist now, come on. When you were 13 and 14 years
Yeah,
old,
that's what I'm sort of thinking. The Bee Gees.
what records?
No,
Michael Jackson? No, you could write better songs than him.
Yeah, that's right. No, actually, I love like New Zealand-wise. You know, Sharon O'Neill.
Yeah.
She was awesome,
She's
and
wonderful.
Shana
She's
Lang's
our
great.
guest.
Yeah,
Shana Lang,
She was
yeah.
awesome. There's just heaps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's all the
The
female.
Exponents too.
The Exponents, what a band. We're
Yeah.
hoping to have Jordan like on the show soon. So.
Oh, cool.
And of course, Shirley, I got to ask you, what are your future plans? Are you looking at a new album, a tour?
At the moment, we're looking at a new album.
Yeah, new CD. And,
Yeah.
yeah. You've got the songs already?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
wow.
I've got another album's worth, and we were thinking about doing an EP first.
Yeah.
But we do have a whole full.
Test the
album.
waters.
Yeah.
You're very prolific, I must say. So you must spend what you get every day. You just get up and say, I've got an idea for a song. I mean,
No, I don't.
it was-
I actually don't. I have to admit, I don't. I should, but I don't.
No, I mean, I write songs. And
Yeah.
it's when you get the vibe, suddenly, it's usually when
Oh.
I've had a couple of drinks.
Yeah.
I'm going to sit down and write a
Yeah.
song.
No, if I feel like writing one, I will write one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
definitely.
hope that's not the morning when you wake up.
No, not in the morning. No. Oh, Lordy. I woke up this morning and both my cars were gone. It's called the Remuera Blues. But no, oh look, Shirley, it's been wonderful having you here. And
Thank you. It's been
I'll
great,
talk to you some more. I'm going to get to have a little jam with us in a minute
Oh,
and
cool.
try out a couple of guitars from
Awesome.
Music Planet. First of all, I'm going to rub my hands like that and put Graham right in your hot seat, and we'll have a quick chat to him too.
It's doing my head, it's going round in circles. It's doing my head, it's going round in circles. It's doing my head, it's going round in circles. Yeah, gotta push on, push your way.
So why am I still here today? Waiting for tomorrow. As it takes me away. Somewhere here will follow.
It's doing my head, it's going round in circles. It's doing my head, it's going round in circles. It's doing
That has to be a single. That is a hit song, Circles. Enjoying the great sounds of tonight's show? The instruments and the voices are being mixed with the help of student engineers from the SAE Institute in Parnell, Auckland. They will train you for an exciting career as an audio engineer, mixing and recording music for a variety of situations in their state-of-the-art facilities. Contact SAE Institute, your pathway to a great career.
Do it in my head, it's going round in circles. Let's do it in my head, it's going round in circles.
Doing my head, going round in circles. Yeah, I gotta push on, push him away.
Now, Graham,
Let's do it in my
the shuffle worked. Here you are.
Here we are.
You little Martian. Beamed him down right into the seat next to me. Now, Graham, it's great. We've been buddies for how long now?
Indeed,
Years
oh,
and years
must
and
be
years.
15
15
so
odd
years.
years. And when I was so impressed with your playing when I saw you first time I saw you. Wow, this guy can play guitar. And what a vocalist. You can belt one out. You're a great singer. And I've even had dinner at your house in Tauranga at one stage there and things like that. We've been good mates. You got into the music business just in rock bands around Tauranga, or?
Ever since I was born, really, pretty much. I had a little ukulele thing. And
Yeah. You were born with a ukulele.
born with a ukulele in my
Right.
hand. Just always been one of those people.
Yeah,
I've never
yeah.
actually got that good at the guitar, but I have this musical thing about me
Oh.
where if I hear a button note, which I play many of them, to me it's like someone going on a blackboard. It really hurts. Like I hate flat vocals. I hate everything like that.
Yeah, yeah. Anyone sharp, flat, whatever. You
Yeah.
don't like it. If
Especially when it's me.
you can't handle it. I mean,
No.
you go, why is that happening? You know, yeah. But apart from your sharp and flat and all the rest of it, you started out in local bands down
Yes,
there.
local
Are you a
bands.
Kiwi
Yes,
through and through?
Kiwi
You're
through and
born,
through. Yeah,
born and bred in
born
the
and
Bay
bred
of
in
Plenty?
Tauranga. Yep,
In Tauranga.
Tauranga Hospital.
Yeah.
I actually share the same birthday as Shirley. We're
That's
both
incredible.
born on the
Isn't it
14th of
amazing? I
June.
saw it on Facebook and
Yeah.
that you just reminded me. And I looked and I thought, wait a minute, there's something wrong here. They've obviously posted the wrong birthday. They've both got the same day birthdays.
Yeah.
Yeah, just only recently. Happy birthday to you both,
Thanks.
by the way. Yeah. I did wish you a happy birthday on Facebook, but
Yes.
it's nice to have you here. And we're having a birthday drink now. Good on you. So anyway, and how did you connect musically like you did?
Speaking of Facebook,
Was that how you
we
met?
started
mate?
chatting on Facebook,
Yeah.
and we're not supposed to say that, but yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah.
You were chatting on Facebook.
We were chatting on Facebook, and I basically heard a couple of Shirley's songs, and I thought, there's
Yeah.
no way that song should be techno. It needs a Beatle beat to it.
Oh,
it
great.
needs some
Yeah, yes,
60s
yes,
music
yeah,
in there.
yeah,
That's hence the Shirleybyrds came about.
Yeah. So you brought a lot of your wisdom, musical wisdom,
Yeah, musical
into
wisdom.
the fore and set about putting Shirley on the right track, if you like. There you go. Is that the right thing? Is that right, Shirley?
That's right.
But as you know, it's easy to work with good songs. You know,
Good
It
songs.
really is.
Once you've got a good song, it's just getting the right feel
Yeah.
and putting them in the right perspective, and of course, and writing great lyrics. And are you writing it all yourself?
I do write, but my songs aren't that great. You know.
Well, yours are
I
different.
I prefer working on Shirley's. You know.
He's a modest man, this guy. Graham is so modest, honest. One of the best musos. He's backed me on trillions of shows. It just goes on. And you've always been there, right there. And what a vocalist. You record it now. Tell me some of the bands you played with in Tauranga.
I used to be in a band when I was about 18 called the Red Light Nuns, and we couldn't really play very
I'd
well.
remember that.
We couldn't really play very well, but we could draw the same amount of people to a show as Nightshade could, who had a record deal, and
Yeah.
they were really good musicians. And we were rubbish, but we just had the attitude.
But you
know.
had a name too,
We
the
had
Red
the name,
Light Nuns.
The Red Light Nuns, yeah.
Where'd you get that from? There.
Oh,
Wow.
I made that
Don't
up.
ask
We
me.
were walking on. We just had to have a controversial name. I thought the Red Light Nuns sounds good.
Perfect, great name. And of course, you worked with them, and then
Yeah.
you moved
And
on.
just-
You've
just
gone through.
mostly played.
Because I can't think who you were with at the time. There's another, the big guy from
Darren Greenslade.
Darren Greenslade.
We played with
Hi, Darren.
Darren
You were in a band with
Susie
him.
Lynch.
And Susie Lynch, of course, the lovely Susie,
Yeah.
one half of the Chicks, and so on. You worked a lot with her.
Yeah.
And that's where I sort of got to know you as well. And I did various shows down there to raise funds, charity things.
That's right.
And you were there.
The drive thing for Tom Sharplin.
And the drive, Tom Sharplin had a series of concerts.
Yeah.
Once a year we'd raise funds for teaching kids to drive safely at schools and things like that, which was a great project. And I met you on those. You backed me several times on those. Yeah, so we've had a good fun time. We always got on well.
Well, it's always it's always good to play with you, Shane.
Yeah.
You know?
So they say.
So they say.
So they say. Anyway, look, mate, it's great having you here. We're going to get back to some music, and then I think we'll have a little jam in just a few minutes. Great, guys.
You make me happy.
When you come to me, I'm so happy. When you rap on my door, it's like a sweet melody. When you're good for me, I'm so lonely.
You make me happy. You hold my hand, you squeeze me tight. Love that you give me me feel alright. Do you see what I see? You make me happy.
You can catch up with us at the CT Club, Remuera, on Friday nights at 7 p.m. to cheer, clap and dance to our live band of the week. Next week we will be bopping to and chatting to Auckland band Roundhouse.
Oh, when you look into my big blue eyes, the love that you give takes me by surprise. Tell me, do you see what I see?
You make me happy.
My favourite part of the show, this is the jam, and I've asked the guys sit back, relax and try out a couple of guitars that I managed to score at Music Planet, and they're lovely guys. They all said, look, take these two. I got a Crafter and I got a Laramie. I call it Laramie. What is it? The man from Laramie. Laramie, yeah. A man from Laramie. One's made in Korea. Beautiful guitar. There's Shirley's got it there. Give it a strum, Shirley. There. And Graham, that wasn't a strum.
That wasn't
And here we go. This one's made in Quebec, in Canada. They say it's French, but it's not. It's actually made in Canada. So there you go. Beautiful acoustic guitars, worth a fortune. But if you want to pay them off, no, go to the Music Planet. We haven't got any pics on us, unfortunately, but I know you guys do a great job. Just a little jam for us, and then we'll sit back and I'll just keep quiet. Shh.
Barbie dolls, bouncy balls, Ferris wheels, carnivals. These are the days of our life. Me twirling my hair and you trying not to stare. These are the days of our life. The magical moments like these we should freeze. Yes, radical moments like these we should freeze.
Everybody clap. Come on, everybody. Yeah, you two can do it. Weren't they fantastic? You made them, you really did make them sound like gold. I love the sound of those guitars. And of course, you guys both shop there anyway.
Oh,
Not-
yeah.
This is not coaching.
You see my orange amp on the stage.
Yes.
That's from Music Planet.
Yeah, there you go.
What else?
PA.
I bought we bought a PA from them. Wharfdale PA. We
Yes.
bought a. I've got a little Dan Electro, a Dan Electro Longhorn bass, which
Yes,
is a
sir.
copy of a reproduction of the 1958 or 59 thing. Only
Well, I just hope Music
only
Planet are listening to
$500.
you.
It was great.
And I hope they're giving you and good prices, good discount, and
Oh,
everything
yeah,
else. Yeah,
yeah.
and they're very helpful there. I must
Hi,
say,
Trevor.
you know,
Yeah, hi,
when
Trevor.
I go into Music Planet, I mean, the guys just, all over you, basically. They're so friendly and they're great. They really help me out choosing guitars for you and different, things to use and keyboards here, all sorts. They've
got a great
incredible
range of retro stuff that I really like too. They've brought out the new teardrop, the old Vox teardrop guitars, and one of the other
with a bit of a cutaway,
the Phantom,
for the man who's put on weight or anything. Vox Phantom, that's a great. I'm not going on about that. Jeez, I worry about my own. But anyway, look, great having you guys here, Graham. It's been a real pleasure, and we spend not enough time together, having a good time. And
thank you, Shane.
Same with you, Shirley. And I know you've got such huge success ahead of you. Thank you for that. We're going to rock out with some more of your good music. Thanks for joining me here on Rockin the Planet this week. And remember, keep it live. We're going to rock out now with a song dedicated to Susie Quattro, simply called Susie from the Shirleybyrds.
You're rocking, dance in the sun, Susie. Watching your fans all come undone, Susie. No one will ever say again, Susie. No one will ever say again. Say again, like Susie. No one will ever say again, like Susie. Susie, Susie, Susie. Quattro rockin', dumps in the sun, lady. Watching your fans all come undone, Susie. No one will ever say again, Susie. No one will ever say again, like Susie. No one will ever say again, like Susie. Susie, Susie, Susie.